Eliza? I'm coming back home right now.
Huh? Today you went out with your friends from back in high school to get some drinks, right?
That was the plan.
Then why are you coming home already? It's only 7 p.m. right now.
I left right in the middle of drinks, though.
What? Why would you leave your friends like that?
I was thinking that it was just men going out to have some drinks, but then they brought along some female friends of theirs. In total, there were equal amounts men to women.
Okay, and?
When I finally realized what was going on there, I noticed they were all trying to hook up and also find someone they could marry.
Is that what was going on?
They told me that it would only be us going out for drinks tonight, but they lied to me in order to get enough men together to meet with those women.
Really? So what ended up happening before you left?
Well, I told them that I couldn't stick around with them, but as I tried to leave the bar to go home, one of my friends wrapped his arm around my shoulder and kept me around a little longer. But I'm married now, so I can't be doing something like that. I also happen to be a lawyer, so being a part of something crazy is not in my books.
Oh, well, I'm glad you made that clear. Maybe some of your friends didn't realize you were married already, because those kinds of things are only meant for single people who want to get married and whatnot, right?
That's right. I feel kinda bad for leaving all my friends like that, but I made a break for it after introducing myself to their lady friends.
How were you able to get away?
After telling them who I was, I told them that I had been set up by the other guys, and that I had no reason for being at that event because I already have a wife. I then explained to everyone that I'm a lawyer now, so being a part of something that could be seen as me being unfaithful was not okay and that I needed to go home. I finished by saying that I would not be talking to any more of the women there, and that they would only be talking with my friends tonight. And right before I left out the door, I told each and every one of the people there to please not call or text me if they already had my number, because I would not be responding back. And then I was out of there.
Wow. At least you were being very frank about your situation.
Well, I wanted everyone there to understand that I am married and that I was not there looking for someone new to marry. However, there was one person.
Someone that didn't understand what you meant?
Yes, someone who I'd have to say was completely out of her mind. The only thing she heard out of that whole explanation was that I'm a lawyer. And so on my way out of there, she came up to me and tried to get me to cuddle with her. But when I told her to go away, she ran off with the rest of her friends to the women's bathroom.
They all went together? They were most likely talking about ways to get you to fall for her.
I'm sure. But once they all went into that bathroom, I was out. And here I am, walking home from that place and never going back.
I hope that didn't burn you out too much.
Not too much. There's something I need to ask. I know that it's past dinner, but do you mind making something up for me to eat when I get home? It could be something simple and easy. If not, that's totally fine. I can throw something into the microwave and eat that.
You didn't eat anything at the bar while you were there?
Well, after what I just had to go through, there was no time for me to think about eating. Especially after that crazy girl tried to take me with her.
Fair point. Well, I'm glad you didn't end up falling into her arms then. I can make you a bowl of mac and cheese if you'd like. I have one box of that left in the pantry, so shouldn't take me too long to make up.
That would be perfect, Eliza.
All right. Have a safe trip home now.
Thank you.
Elisa, it's been 5 years now since we last talked. I'm sure you're still as ugly as always, but how are you doing besides that? I was wondering what was causing my phone to buzz like that at this time of night. Lo and behold, it's you. That rotten little brat that thinks she can talk to me again after the way she's always treated me, my little sister. Huh? How dare you say something like that about a beauty like myself? If you were really as beautiful as you think you are, then you wouldn't be calling yourself a beauty like that. But it's no lie that I'm one of the most beautiful people around. Anyway, what did you want from me? What? All right, goodbye then. Wait! It's been 5 years now since you and I have last chatted, and you were the one texting me first, so you must have had something to talk about, right? Oh, that's right. I was so caught up in the fact that you are the ugliest woman imaginable that I totally forgot when I first started texting you again. What do you want? I'm going to be getting married here very soon. Married? I just changed rides to a handsome lawyer. Changed rides? So that means you had another boyfriend just before? You could say that. I'm very sexy, so there are an abundance of men for me to be with. I don't think there's been a day where I haven't had a man, actually. Is that so? I had been with my other boyfriend for about 3 months, and he's been working for a company making loads of money, so I'd planned on getting married to him. However, just the other day, I went to this dating party at a bar, and there I found myself the perfect man for myself, who just so happens to be hot and a stinking lawyer. I ran right up to him, trying to get him to come and cuddle with me, and from the way he reacted, I could tell he was into me. So from here, I'll be getting into the good stuff. You still have more to say? Normally, when I break up with my exes, I go ahead and introduce them to some of my other good-looking friends so that they may start dating. However, all my sexy-looking friends have boyfriends now, so I thought I'd be kind and make it your turn this time. So I'll be giving little old ugly you my boyfriend, and you can do what you want with him. And since he was dating me, consider this your one and only chance to be with someone who doesn't look like dog crap. Huh? You don't have to say no to me. I already know you are very happy to hear this from me since you've never had yourself a boyfriend before, and you're just getting up there in age to the point you might even hit menopause soon. I don't want him. What? I didn't want to tell you this because you're such a pain in the ass, but I'll have to tell you now. I'm already married. Huh? There we go. This conversation is over with now. I know you have nothing else to tell me, so goodbye. Huh? My uglier than crap older sister is married? And before a beauty like me? What a dang lie that is. Rio, my name is Alicia.
What? You're Alicia? Oh, God.
That's right. I'm the one you were with at that party a little while back.
I never told you my phone number, though.
When I asked one of your old friends from high school about you, he gave me your phone number. He also told me about the law firm you're currently working at.
Seriously, what the hell does that asshole think he's doing?
Well, that's why I'm able to talk with you right now. How about you and I go on a date?
What? Hell no, why would I go on a date with you?
Well, because you and I are boyfriend and girlfriend now.
Huh?
So that means later tonight, let's you and me find a cute hotel to go stay at and go from being two different people to one.
No freaking way I'm doing that. How about you stop talking to me and I delete this conversation?
I'm not joking around right now. I want to take you to a hotel tonight to make love.
Well, I don't want to have anything to do with you, and I don't ever remember you and I becoming a couple like you're saying.
You don't have to keep trying to play games with me like that, you know.
When I introduced myself to all of you that night, I told you that I'm married, right? I was lied to and told that I'd just be meeting up with some of my friends that night when it was really some sort of a dating party, hookup party, speed dating party, whatever the heck it was. I don't want anyone right now because I already have a wife who I love.
Oh, come on now, Rio. That little marriage of yours can easily be broken in order for you and I to become one.
Shut the hell up! I do not want a damn thing to do with you.
You'll be getting out of work here soon, right? I'm at the restaurant right next door to the law firm waiting for you, okay?
I'm not at the law firm today, so thank God for that.
What?
I'm about to arrive at my house right now where my wife is.
Wait, Rio?
See ya. This is not good. This is screwed up.
Rio? What's going on? What's happened? Did something happen to you today at work?
That crazy girl I was talking to you about before from that party, she just started texting me.
What?
She even found out about where I work. My stupid friend from back in high school told her everything about me, like my number and my workplace.
What?
I thought I made it so clear that night that I'm a married man. Maybe she just doesn't understand what that means?
Just in case, can I ask what her name is?
She said her name is Alicia.
Alicia?
Do you know her?
As long as she's not someone else that shares the same name, she's my little sister.
What? Is she the one you've told me about before? The one who's always whoring around with different men and thinks she's the cream of the crop when it comes to being beautiful, but is really just a bother for everyone? She also happens to hate you a lot, and when your parents got a divorce, she took that chance to run off and never really come back?
That's her.
No freaking way. Now that I think about it, she seems just like the little sister you told me about. It's just been so long since you told me about her and her name that I totally forgot.
Actually, yesterday I was texted by her for the first time in 5 years. She was talking about how at a recent party at this bar she met a really handsome lawyer and said that he was really into her.
Huh? If she's talking about me, I told her to screw off before I left.
Did she say that you were just trying to be cool?
She did.
Knowing her, she lives in some kind of a fantasy land where everything she wants to happen happens, even if it's not reality.
So she's delusional, is what you're saying? As a lawyer, I've seen all kinds of people in my life, but nobody as screwed in the head as she is.
You're almost home now, aren't you? So, you want me to come to you and we can go out and get a drink?
That would be awesome.
Hey, Alyssa! I'd like to send my ex over to your house now, so could you please give me your address? You're still thinking about that? I told you already that I'm married. All right now, Lisa. I am asking you to please take this guy off my hands for me. It seems that I was his first ever girlfriend, and he keeps saying that if we break up now, he's going to have to start all over again looking for a partner, and he doesn't know if he can do it. He keeps saying that to me over and over and won't just leave me alone. I've already started going out with my lawyer boyfriend now, so if this guy continues to bother me by not leaving my side, I'm going to have to commit some crimes or something. That's why I have told him today that I promised to introduce him to my older sister. Listen, Alicia, that lawyer boyfriend that you keep talking about? Oh, him! His name is Rio, by the way. Stop calling my husband your dang boyfriend, all right? What? Rio, he's at a loss for words right now because of how much you've bothered him so far. He told you once already to screw off, yet you continue to call him your boyfriend. Huh? And when he found out that you'd been sitting at a restaurant right next to the place he works at, he told me all about you, and now we're heading out to relax a little. What? I heard that Rio was married from some other people, but his wife just so happens to be you? That's right. Before I got married to Rio, he and I were working for the same office. In other words, our love started to happen inside the workplace. Huh? You're going to start lying to me again? There's no way in hell an ugly old hag like you would ever be married when you've never even had a boyfriend in your life before. Huh? That's the picture of Rio and I at our wedding 2 years ago. If you still don't want to believe what I'm saying, then try talking to one of your other family members for once and asking them about this. They all know that I got married to Rio because they were all there at my wedding. No way. That's not good for me. Not good for you? How so? I just told you about my ex, right? He told me that he will not leave me unless I introduce him to my sister. Can't you just introduce him to some random girl and say she's your sister? I can't. He doesn't want things to totally end between us, so he's saying the only way he'll leave me alone is if I can get him with one of my family members. He said as long as he became a part of my family, he'd leave me. From what it sounds like to me, he's still in love with you and would still want to be with you even after getting married to someone else. And it almost seems like you feel the same way about him. I don't care what you think about this. I just want him gone for the time being. That's why I told him that I'd introduce him to you. But now I've had to hear that you and Rio are married. This is the worst thing that could ever be happening to me. Are you not able to just marry that man you're with now? What? Oh, great point. He might not be a lawyer like Rio is, but he's still making some great money. And he is madly in love with me, to the point I know he'd never stop spoiling me. All right, I'll marry him then. Now that I have my new plan, I'm going to take him with me and hand in our marriage forms at the courthouse. Bye-bye. Jesus. Alyssa, please help me. Alicia? What is it now? I got back with that ex of mine and married him. I thought that he was still decently wealthy, but when I got home with him, I found out that he is terrible at saving money and spends it all the time. He just asked me to start helping him pay off some of his debt because he found out that I work at a strip club. He said that if I don't help him, he's going to divorce me for never telling him about my line of work. Don't tell me. You would like to get my husband's help with your situation because he's a lawyer? No, because that would require me to spend some money. That's why I'm asking for you to help me. Huh? You worked at the same office as him before, which means you have to know a thing or two about being a lawyer, right? Oh, and since you are my older sister, I'd like you to not charge me for the help. I was nothing more than a secretary there. I could never help you out with any legal troubles you're in now. What? I am really fed up with your crap, Alicia. Alyssa? If you ever turn up around my husband or I, we're calling the police. The police? Don't ever talk to us again. I had a lot that I wanted to say to that little idiot, but because of the risk associated with talking to her any longer, I just went the other direction and cut ties. She tried to call me again and again the next day, from sunrise until sunset, so I finally did what I should have done so long ago and blocked her. And it was not just me who blocked her, but Rio as well, and the rest of my family who didn't want anything to do with her either. After that, Rio and I got back to the lives we were living before my sister came crashing into it, and we are so happy things didn't end up worse because of her. As for the man that Alicia ended up marrying, things started to become more and more clear about him. Not only was he in a lot of debt, but he hadn't been paying the rent on the place those two were living for months. He also had a serious problem with cleaning up after himself and would always make Alicia do it for him, to the point where he'd even throw his trash at her to take care of. And not even another month had passed before the police finally showed up at their door, asking both him and Alicia to leave the apartment and pay off all the rent that was due on the place, as they were both being evicted. Neither one of them could pay, so they were both forced to take out yet another loan, and use that to pay the landlord before they were both told to leave the premise for good. This left the both of them with nowhere else to go, as all of Alicia's family had blocked her, and her friends would not let her come stay with them. So her husband made the final call and told her that they'd need to move back home to his parents' house and live with them until they could pay off all of his debt. He tried to ask his parents after moving in to help him out, but they both told him no and said that he was responsible for his own financial issues, as they were already doing more than enough by letting him and Alicia stay with them. And not only were his parents not going to help with his debt, but Alicia started to be bullied by his mother, and he did nothing to stop his mother from attacking his wife. The life of living with zero cares at all that Alicia had took a 180 and plunged her into a life where she was not allowed to do anything anymore. And if things weren't bad enough for her already, she only started to make them worse after she completely cracked under all the stress at her husband's family home, by calling her mother-in-law ugly and telling her father-in-law to leave his wife and take her with him. But before that got anywhere, both of her in-laws sent her to the hospital thinking she'd completely lost her mind, and there the psychiatrist noted that there was something seriously wrong with her and had her admitted into the mental ward. She's been there for months now and will soon be getting divorced by her husband and will be left to her psychiatrist, who will decide what to do with her afterwards. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Silva. Where are my snacks to go with the beer? And the beer isn't cold as well. Didn't I tell you to put the beer I bought yesterday in the fridge as soon as possible?
Oh, hello, Franz. You're already home? Sorry, I was intending on putting the beer in the refrigerator when I got home.
What? What do you mean you're already home? Can't I return to my own home? Isn't it the wife's job to welcome the husband who's tired from a day of work with perfect preparation? I should have everything I want. What the hell did you get off to anyways?
But you always come home after 5 o'clock, but it's still 4:26 right now. I thought I had an hour left until you got back, which is why I decided to buy some stuff at the supermarket.
What?
I make my schedule for the day assuming that you're going to go home after 5. If you're going to leave the office early, you have to tell me about it. Otherwise, I won't be able to do the preparations in time.
What? Is it still 4:26?
Yeah, it is. Why?
Damn it.
What's the matter?
I went home an hour earlier than I was supposed to. Thought it was already 5 o'clock.
So are you going to go back to the office, or are you going to come home?
I'm going to return to the office.
All right, take care then. Hi, Franz. I'm going to go visit my parents' house tonight.
Huh? Why? Did something happen?
I just got a text saying that my mom sprained her ankle earlier, so I want to check in on her.
What? But isn't your dad with her? And your younger brother who's still in university as well. Can't they take care of her? Why do you have to go when they're already there?
Even if they are family, there are some things that only a fellow woman can help out with, which is why I want to check in on her.
That's impossible.
What?
Silva, you're my wife, you know that? I'm more important than your parents as your husband. The thing you have to prioritize above everything else is me and the things around me.
Yes, but I intend on making dinner and getting the bath ready before I leave, so it shouldn't be a problem for you.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm telling you to stay in the house no matter what.
What? Why? But I just said that I already did all the housework I had to do for the day.
I already told you that's not the problem. As my wife, you have to be there to welcome me home after I come home from work. If you're not there once I get home, I won't forgive you for it, all right?
Sorry, Mom. I think me coming home tonight is going to be impossible. My husband Franz says that I can't leave the house. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm fine. All that happened is that I sprained my ankle, and Dad is going to do the housework for me, so... But still, aren't there some things that only I can help with and not Dad and Rousseau? I still don't know what's going to be a problem and what's not now that I can't walk properly. It's all right if you don't come tonight. Just come home when I know for sure what I need your help with. All right. Things aren't going well with your husband, Franz, are they? Huh? What makes you think that? I can tell by your tone that you had some sort of fight with him, didn't you? And it's probably not the first time something like this has happened, right? I know it's a bit rude to say such things to someone who's now my child by law, but that person believes that not being able to do any housework is some sort of a sign of masculine superiority, doesn't he? I suppose he's one of those old-fashioned men who believes that the wife should do everything she can to serve her husband. You get that too? Yes. It's not like I haven't met him before, Sylvia, and I could see it in how he acted since the moment I set eyes on him. I decided to be forgiving and give the two of you my blessing for the marriage, but now I see that might not have been the best decision. It's all right if you could figure something out with him by talking to him, but if he's so stubborn that still doesn't work, then you'll need to decide what to do about your own future. I guess you're right. I'll try and talk to him, Mother, and if that doesn't work, then... Hello, Mother. Can you talk right now? What is it, Sylvia? I want to talk to you about Franz. He was cheating on me all this time. To think that he was always so proud, telling me how I needed to serve him as a wife, but in reality, he was really just a swine. What? I'm so sorry to hear that, Sylvia. This must be hard for you. To be honest, I was shocked when I heard about it at first, but then I realized that this might actually have been good luck, because divorcing him now will be much easier. You see, one of my friends is Franz's colleague at work, and she told me that he's been making approaches on a young female employee at the office. That asshole Franz. I realize now that he married me just so I could do the housework for him and that marrying him was a terrible decision. Not just that, but he even calls me a good-for-nothing housewife who can't do anything and is still reliant on her parents. He even says that the food I make tastes bad, the baths I prepare for him are dirty, and that the house is a dumpster because I don't clean it. Apparently, he told this female employee about me, and she said to him, "I pity you, Franz. I'm really good at housework, so I would make a great wife." And that's how they started going out, it seems. Wow, I just have no words. I knew he was that kind of husband, but I didn't know that he had absolutely zero respect for you. I'm going to start gathering evidence from now, but I intend on divorcing him as soon as possible. I understand. I think that's the best option as well. I'll tell Dad about your situation, so just tell us if you need any help, all right? Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Silva. Are you seriously not home again? It looks like you haven't been doing the housework recently as well. I had hoped that as my wife you would feel a bit more responsibility, but it can't be helped. I'm going to use my final weapon. I'm going to put the divorce papers on the table. I'll be kind enough to sleep somewhere else tonight, so make sure you use that time to reflect on your mistakes. I'm going to decide whether I'm going to cancel this divorce or not when I get home from work tomorrow and see your attitude towards me. So you better think about what you did wrong, okay? If you don't want to get divorced, then make sure everything's perfect. I don't want there to be a single speck of dust in this house. I want the bath you prepare for me to be crystal clear, and I want you to make those meat and potatoes for me for dinner. Oh, and make sure the beer is cold this time. Silva, hey, did you prepare my dinner yet? Come home right now and make me dinner. What the fuck? You didn't even do the laundry? I'm not going to have anything to wear to work tomorrow if you don't do the laundry right now, Silva. Answer my texts. Where the hell did you even go off to? Don't tell me that you went against my orders and went to your parents' house, did you? I told you that I wouldn't forgive you if you did, didn't I? Well, it's like you haven't been listening to a word I say these past few days.
Hello, Franz. I'm not going to tell you where I am right now. I noticed that I was getting a ton of notifications. What the hell is this supposed to be?
What do you mean, what is this supposed to be? I thought that you would be a bit more sorry for your own actions yesterday. But this is how you greet me? What the hell are you thinking not being home when I come home from work, Silva? I told you over and over that it's your job as my wife to welcome me home and have everything ready for me after a tiring day of work. I had overtime today, so you should have had plenty of time to prepare your welcome for me when I got home. But you haven't done a thing. What in the world is the meaning of this? Do you want to get divorced with me that badly?
Oh, if it's a divorce you're talking about, I already turned in those divorce papers of yours to the city hall.
What? You turned them in? Wait, that's not what I thought would happen.
Yes, I turned them in. I know it was probably just a coincidence, but you gave me those divorce papers at a really good time. You saved me from doing a lot of work myself. I'll thank you for that at least. Thank you for preparing those divorce papers.
What? What in the world are you talking about? Coincidence? Good timing. It's almost as if you were planning on divorcing me from the start.
Yes, I was, actually. I've been preparing the things I need to get divorced with you for about a month now.
Why?
I mean, the only reason you married me was because you wanted me to do the housework for you. But I turned out to be a terrible maid, right? I'm still relying on my parents and just lay around doing nothing all day.
What? Where did you get that?
The food I make tastes bad, the baths I prepare for you are dirty, and the house is a dumpster because I don't clean it properly.
What? How do you...
I told you already that one of my friends is a colleague of yours at work, right? I heard about everything from her.
Could it be that...
That I also know that you're cheating on me?
So you do know about it then? Shit. I completely forgot that one of your friends was my colleague. Should have been more careful.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about how you messed up or whatever. A lawyer is going to come and see you tomorrow.
A lawyer? You prepared even that? Don't you think that hiring a lawyer is a bit of an over-exaggeration?
By the way, this other woman you were cheating on me with, Martina, was captured by her parents, who came all the way here from the province. They're going to make sure that Martina doesn't try and run away before she pays me an alimony.
Seriously? You're gonna make us pay you for an alimony? What the fuck, Silva? You don't have the right!
Actually, the law says that I do have the right. I think the two of you aren't going to have your contracts renewed at the dispatch company and are going to lose your jobs soon. But I have zero intention of being lenient, so I'm not going to let you two go without paying me first. You can do whatever you want after that, but it won't be my problem anymore.
Wait, hold on, Silva. I think you should think about this a bit more carefully. If you divorce me, then surely you wouldn't be able to support yourself anymore since you're just a housewife with a part-time job. All you have to do is forget all this ever happened and do what I say, like you always did. Just take care of things around the house and you won't have to worry about money. Stop with these strange ideas of yours and let's go back to how things were, shall we?
Whoever gave you that idea? I mean, you only earn 2,000 euros a month in the first place, which is just barely more than the salary I get paid every month working as a part-time worker. Oh, and not only that, but I'm going to become a full-time employee in the near future.
What? But you're just a housewife with no skills to speak of. How in the world were you offered a job as a part-time employee?
Who told you that I don't have any skills to speak of, Franz? That's just what you told yourself to make yourself feel better, isn't it? I told the store owner that I was preparing a divorce, and he told me that I could become a full-time employee if I wanted. He said he wanted to bring me the offer earlier, but he had heard that my husband was the kind of person that would get mad if his wife wasn't home when he was. So he thought that letting me be a part-time worker that has more freedom with shifts than a full-time worker would be more convenient for me. So don't worry about me once we get divorced, because I'm going to be able to support myself just fine.
Oh, is that so?
We got off topic, but yeah, I'm going to divorce you. Just listen to what the lawyer tells you and pay what you have to pay and we'll be done.
Damn it. Fine. If that's what you want, then let's get divorced. I promise I'm going to find happiness with Martina, who's a lot younger than you in the first place. Not only does she say that she's great at doing housework, but she also earns more than you as a dispatch worker. Meaning that she's better than you in every way possible. Silva, I changed my mind. We're not getting divorced. You see, Martina moved in with me right after you left, but it seems she's terrible at doing housework. She doesn't clean the house and she doesn't iron the clothes after doing the laundry, so I have to go to work with my clothes full of wrinkles. Even her cooking is worse than yours. Eating it makes me want to vomit. But for some reason, she makes each dish with complete confidence, and if I don't eat everything, she gets furious. She even threw a knife at me once. I can't take this anymore. Not only that, I don't have any more money because I had to pay you that alimony. But for some reason, she keeps buying expensive ingredients when she cooks. It's been decided that I'm going to be relocated to customer service from next month, and my salary is going to become smaller. At this rate, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pay the bills for my credit card next month. But Martina quit her job at the dispatch company and says she's going to be a housewife from now on and refuses to work. Now that I think of it, I now realize that the food you made was delicious. Yup, I definitely want you more than her. Well, that's the situation, so could you please just come back? Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. I want to eat your meat and potatoes when you come back. Just prepare the food, the bath, and the beer for when I get home from work, just like you always used to do. Oh, and it's fine if you kick Martina out. Actually, I'd be thankful if you did. Alright, see you tomorrow then. Reply to these texts as soon as you see them, alright? Hey, Silva. Why haven't you come home yet? I told you that I was canceling the divorce, didn't I? Martina is still here as well. I told you to kick her out, didn't I? Jesus, the house smells like burnt food. Damn it. Do I have to eat that dark matter food again?
To be honest, I was confused as to why he thought that I would just come back after I had divorced him. By the way, it seems that Franz and Martina got married the day after me and Franz got divorced. According to my friend, who's also a colleague of Franz's, Martina is a dark-type mentality, unstable berserker. As soon as I heard that she threw a knife at Franz when he refused to eat her food, I realized that this description of hers was incredibly accurate. After Franz sent me those texts, it seems that Martina found out how Franz wanted to get back together with me, and so she started screaming and chasing Franz around with a frying pan. The neighbors called the police on them, but obviously this wasn't enough to scare Martina. Franz, who always talked about how the wife was meant to serve the husband, now spends every day under constant fear as to what his new wife might do to him. Not to mention being made to eat her famous dark matter food.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.